Wrestling is a very public occupation. The moment you're a wrestler these days, your entire life is up for grabs. People are looking at you in every aspect of your life, and that can get invasive. As a result, there are some wrestlers who have gone the opposite way and kept their private lives very private. With that in mind, this video is about 10 such wrestlers who decided to make too much personal information public when they should not have. Before we get into the rest of the video, don't forget to press that like button and make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Rambles with notifications on. Rusev and Lana have always been very open about their relationship. Back in the mid-2010s, though, even though kayfabe was an open secret, the company preferred that their wrestlers at least maintained a semblance of kayfabe when it came to their ongoing storylines. Unfortunately, it seems that Lana and Rusev didn't receive that note. In the middle of a story about how Summer Rae was interfering in Rusev and Lana's on-screen relationship while Lana herself was dating Dolph Ziggler, it came out in a TMZ report that Lana was engaged to be married to Rusev. When the news broke, instead of ignoring it as the WWE overlords would have preferred, Lana confirmed it on her social media, which led to a lot of backlash. They were no longer the powerful top story in WWE from that moment on, and there was heat on them backstage. Repeatedly after that, Lana was humiliated on screen, with The Rock making some insinuations when he appeared on WWE TV once that the two had shared an amorous relationship. It was a learning moment where they were both humiliated. While Rusev was pushed after that, he never got back the same momentum he had previously. Lana even spoke about the heat she got. "I got in trouble for that. I wasn't on television for 3 months, and I was on television straight for 2 years. I was made to feel it was all my fault. I had to take the blame, and for years I thought maybe it was my fault. For years. And then we did the Bobby Lashley story, and I'd given Vince McMahon my word that I would not take a picture with someone I am feuding with or send it to anyone. If I take it, it's not leaving my phone. And I gave my word that I'm not going to do that anymore. So my word is all that I have." There are times that wrestlers can reveal more than they mean to. However, with Total Divas, that's exactly what the point of the show was, and the Bellas delivered. Talking about her relationship with Daniel Bryan, Brie was always quite candid. Brie told Nikki while they were at a grocery store that Daniel Bryan never used any form of protection with her, including a condom. Since they were both wrestling at the time, Nikki was worried about Brie getting pregnant accidentally. This was not the only revelation she made about Bryan. Besides finding out way more than fans ever wanted about their favorite Yes Movement wrestler, they also learned that he and his wife didn't have sex for a long time after the birth of their daughter Birdie. The fact that she revealed that much was not enough, as it turns out after the birth of their second child, they would end up having to schedule sex with each other. When Nikki Bella was pregnant, her boo, Artem, apparently didn't want to have sex with her at all. He was uncomfortable about the entire idea. Brie and Nikki discussed it amongst each other, with Brie revealing that while she was pregnant, Bryan had been very attentive to her needs, sexual or otherwise. As a result, she nominated Bryan to have the talk with Artem. Bryan very awkwardly informed him that he had been told to. "Brie asked me to talk to you about pregnancy sex with Nikki because Nicole talked to her about it, about you being uncomfortable having sex with her right now." Artem aired his own issues, saying that he felt it was weird as there was now a baby in Nikki. Bryan informed him that apparently he had asked a doctor when Brie was pregnant and had been told there was no chance of hurting the baby. This entire conversation was one that fans were not ready for, but they got to see as it played out. John Cena was at one time engaged to Nikki Bella, and the two had lived together for a long time. Nikki explained why it could be overwhelming at times, and how Cena asked for a lot of rules to be followed in their house. Apparently, he even made her sign a contract. reminding fans of an almost Sheldon Cooper-like behavior from The Big Bang Theory. John has a lot of rules, and of course I know that better than anyone because I've had to sign a contract to live in his home. This is his baby, like legit his baby. Brie Bella, when she lived in their house, was not as happy. She found out that she was not allowed to let her dog into the house and that she actually had a curfew when living there. She found that to be naturally too controlling. Cena's list of rules were actually a lot when he said them himself. Respect the house as if it was your own, and if your own habits are leaving your towels on the floor, not attending to your laundry, not making your bed every day, then change your habits and respect ours. Every evening when formal dinner is over, the ladies will retreat to the drawing room, which is upstairs. The men will retreat to the cigar room. Every morning we will have morning coffee together. We will have an evening fire outside. Trash is to be picked up every Monday. There are 4 62-gallon trash cans. If you guys are going to be up late, please text me or tell me. They were overwhelmed when they heard it all, and it was naturally a lot. Rusev and Lana may not be together any longer, reportedly, but when they were, it was apparently difficult to separate them. The two were also shameless in letting everyone know that they did the deed everywhere. Rusev shared that they were intimate in the ocean once after sharing beach photos. However, it was not enough. He also said that when he was coming out in a tank during WrestleMania 31, he had earlier been intimate with Lana in that very tank before he was scheduled to go out. Talk about getting a room. On screen, John Cena has always maintained a PG appearance since he became really popular. Putting aside his rapper gimmick, he was the definition of a family-friendly wrestler who was advocating for hustle, loyalty, and respect. However, when it came to his personal life, he didn't always think so much. He had a reputation as a ladies' man, with his rendezvous with Mickie James and his relationship with Nikki Bella well known. However, it was in 2006, before his family-friendly era started, that he shared a story with Howard Stern that he'd probably like everyone to forget, saying that he had been with a woman who was 280 pounds and that he enjoyed being with larger women. He admitted to doing it and also enjoying it after having been challenged by the rest of the roster. Well, first it was kind of a challenge set out to me by the entire roster, and it was a thing where you won't do it, okay, I'll do it. There was just like a moment. I'm pretty polite and respectful to everybody, so there was that moment, and then she walks away, and then the boys start getting on. Yeah, you won't do it. And it wasn't like, okay, I'll do it, tail between my legs going over there. I said, not only will I do it, I'll enjoy it, and I did it. It was a great night. Dolph Ziggler was very much a man who attracted every woman who saw him, and he dated celebrities in the past. Amy Schumer even shared details of when she dated him and talked about their sexual escapades. It turned out that she didn't enjoy it because Ziggler was in such good shape that he gave her a complex about herself and ended up not really enjoying it as much. He's in like such a good shape when you're naked with someone you want to be the one bringing the thunder, you know? I want to be able to whisper things like, "You're welcome," or like, "You owe me for this," like that kind of. I'm used to dating kind of chubby-ish comics. When they take their shirt off, you're like, "How are you not a woman?" Like that kind of a guy. I was out of my wheelhouse with this guy. It was bad. It was bad. Speaking of Dolph Ziggler, another former star has spoken out about shacking up with him. In her autobiography in 2016, Sunny was very open about her personal life and ended up sharing details about how she spent time with Dolph Ziggler. She praised the star and said that he had a great amount of stamina. She went on to say that the two of them spent a night together that ended up lasting almost 7 hours. He was not the only one she talked about, as she also talked about when she was seeing Shawn Michaels. The two of them were always ready to be together at any point. Apparently, they were unable to keep their hands off each other and snuck off to different areas of the arena during the show to be alone. It didn't happen once, but almost 4 times a day in the arenas, and she had stopped wearing underwear under her skirts. And on top of that, things continued when they went back to their hotel at night. Although Jon Moxley is very private about his personal life, there are times when more is revealed than anyone thought he'd talk about. During an interview in the middle of the pandemic, he went on to talk about how he was enjoying spending more time at home with his wife and that the two of them were being very active and intimate at home all the time and all over the house. Later in a separate interview, Moxley also said that the two of them were very spontaneous. When Renee put on lingerie, he ended up laughing at her. Nowadays, WWE is more concerned about their image, especially in light of the scandal and lawsuit surrounding Vince McMahon. No one is likely to talk about such things, but back in the day on the Howard Stern show, Stephanie McMahon really did reveal all. She talked about her relationship with Triple H and said that she had been to strip clubs and loved to wear thongs. She also said that she liked to shave herself below always and really ended up enjoying it when the girls kissed her in the infamous HLA segment with Eric Bischoff. She also got her breast surgery because they didn't look how she wanted. She went on to say that her sex life with Triple H was very active and that he was very rough with her and she liked it like that. She also said that she liked to try anal with Triple H as well. None of these things would be the stuff of her interviews these days. And these were 10 times wrestlers revealed too much. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.